Hello and welcome to the User Research AI Prompt Library. A few people have asked me to showcase how I use the prompt library myself because, as I mentioned, all of these prompts are based on the past 3 years of consulting and research and using the AI prompt library as a way to help me within thought partnership, brainstorming, and essentially enhancing my research process and making me more efficient and effective. This is really important to me because I am a one-person business, but it is also really important for solo user researchers or small research teams who are looking to really enhance their research process, get faster results, get things out faster to stakeholders, get a little bit more creative, be ready for pushback, all of those wonderful things that we need as researchers. So this prompt library was basically made by me for those reasons, exactly, because I was also a solo researcher for most of my career. So I just wanted to showcase a few examples on how I use this in my actual work. So I decided to choose Enhance Your Research Report as my prompt. And so essentially what you do is the context is enhancing the research report, so making it better, right? So here's the prompt: upload your research report for analysis and refinement, follow these steps. So I actually go ahead and copy and paste all of this in here. And then I have some follow-up prompts that I can use. But over here, I go into my LLM where I say, okay, I'm uploading the report that I want you to improve. And I'm just going to upload actually one of my recent reports that I created in terms of consultancy. So I've uploaded this, review the document, provide specific feedback in terms of the primary goal, the intended audience. Does it flow correctly? Is this easy to understand? Refine the report, make it better. I've given the AI within here examples on how to make it better. Also visualizations, make sure recommendations are clear, and again, giving some examples here as well as reflection questions. So all you do is copy and paste this, upload your report, and then this will magically, I wasn't supposed to show this, but that's okay. This is okay. So as you see here, the LLM will start to review everything that I put in. So the primary goal, the intended audience, the logical flow, clarity and readability, areas for improvement, complexity or overly abstract sections, which I know I have, and then refining the report. So it will go through and tell me what I need to make the report better. And it gives examples, which is really great. So it might take a second to go ahead and do this. So I'm going to pause while it loads. Okay, we are back. So as you can see here, it did what I asked. So here we have the overview, the clarity and readability, and refining the report. So ChatGPT can sometimes be quite mean, but that's okay because that's what we need. So essentially, my questions that I ask: does it provide a strong overview? No. Are the findings and recommendations actionable? Hey, mostly. Are there gaps? Yes. No concrete plan for implementation and no visual representation of key findings. These are these are things that I kind of knew were happening within this report, but I don't know. This kind of just spells it out for me. And here we go, actionable revisions. So rewriting the executive summary, incorporating success metrics, add visuals, outline next steps, reword findings for clarity, ensuring they are data-backed and concise. So what you can do now essentially is go up and either follow up directly within ChatGPT in terms of rewriting, or you can use these like follow-up prompts essentially, which are based on making and refining the report and making it better, right? So we could do is identify gaps in the report, which we've already have, specific gaps in the report, and suggest additional information to strengthen it, right? So that's our follow-up. And so what it will do is really go through and create even more information with examples, right? Because I've put a lot of examples in these prompts. So again, it will go through and help you with continuing to refine this. And you can go even further to suggest edits to improve in tone, the tone and language, write a section on next steps, since that was something that was lacking in mine. I would probably do that, create an improved executive summary, basically. So that's one way that you can use this AI library. I use it quite often. I'll do a first pass at a report, and I will go ahead and put it through here to see what I'm really missing. So let's go on to one more example. Okay, so the next example is handling stakeholder pushback on a user research project. So there are two ways that you can use this prompt and many of the other prompts, where you can upload something that you already have, or you can just copy and paste some information into the LLM without giving a document or that much information. I tried to make some of these really broad and easy for you to start from scratch, which is why it has this particular tag. Right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead, and again, we have this copy and paste thing here. Great. And what I will do is right now, this is looking, I'm facing pushback, guide me step by step to respond effectively, clarify concerns, and align on a path forward, right? So this is really about making this the best as possible in terms of aligning with stakeholders. So I go ahead and I copy and paste in here. I'm going to pause just for a second so that ChatGPT can do its work. Okay, so now let's take a look at the answer here. So as I said, I copied and pasted literally the copy and pasted version of what I need. And so the LLM got back to me with each step. So diagnosing why stakeholders are resisting the project. So giving a bunch of different questions, going into one-on-one conversations, hidden objectives, restate what you hear, right? So this is a really nice way to get people on your side. So this is really great because it gives you like a list of questions that you could ask just to like uncover what's going on, right? Then we have the project's value. So we have tying research to metrics, showing how it solves a pain point, reframing it as a risk mitigation. I always do that, risk mitigation, using competitor benchmarks, right? So it gives us some examples here to address skepticism, responding to disagreements, right? So how to kind of help stakeholders understand why your approach is the best, navigating resistance to findings, building alignment and trust, right? So this clearly helps you with understanding what's going on and gives you some examples of how to get started with diagnosing the pushback and then pushing back against the pushback, right? So you have all of these follow-up prompts that you can use. So suggesting strategies for presenting findings, creating a checklist for maintaining your stakeholder trust, help me prepare for a meeting where I anticipate pushback from stakeholders. This can be kind of fun right here. So let's try create a checklist for maintaining stakeholder trust and buy-in throughout the project. And then what I'm quickly going to show you is what happens when I upload a research plan and do this same prompt. So it'll give me obviously a little bit more information based on the context that I give it. And what you could do is within this copy and paste original prompt, you could give, some context. You don't have to upload a research plan. You can give a little bit of context instead. But I wanted to show even the broader prompt will give you some ideas, right? And so now here we go. We have this checklist of maintaining trust and buy-in throughout the project. So we can get more detailed version with examples or turn it into a PDF. Now, let's look at the same prompt, but let me upload my example proposal. So this is a proposal rather than a research plan because I work in the consultancy space. So I tend to have more on the proposal plans, but I think that this would be totally fine. So what I would just put in here is I've uploaded the proposal for you to review and then guide me step by step to respond effectively, clarify concerns, and align on a path forward. Okay, so now I'm going to pause. Okay, so it has output something based on my research proposal. And this research proposal was really looking at usability testing, churn, and onboarding in particular. So getting people from onboarding onwards, right? So that's why you will see references to that here. But we have these direct questions, which are similar to like the more broad questions that we found, but it gives a little bit more information based on the exact proposal that I put in, right? And so you'll see that here. Risking building features that don't meet user needs, understanding pain points, right? So this is really what the research proposal was about. So this will help reduce churn and improve retention. So this is what people wanted within that proposal. And I love this. Instead of we're conducting usability tests, say we're identifying blockers in the onboarding flow, right? Like it's really interesting because that is business oriented language and it's something that I need to be better at. So that's a super interesting thing that I didn't even think about myself. See, we learned something. And then we provide on other ROI examples. I love this to offer a menu of research options and let them weigh in, prioritize usability tests or expand surveys. What's most valuable? This is all really, really interesting when looking at proposals, right? And then again, we have the possibility to go further, and we have these follow-up prompts as well. So propose ways to reframe the research project to better align with stakeholder priorities. I will just pop this in really quickly. I know this is a long video, but I think it's helpful. I'm going to go ahead and pause. Okay, so let's take a look on how I can make this better. And like, honestly, I was reading through this and I was like, wow, my proposal sucks. I didn't run this proposal through these prompts because it was very, very quick turnaround. And now I wish I did. So we're reframing it. And this is like totally applicable both to consultancy and in-house. So revenue growth and retention. All right. Instead of improving the user experience, revenue optimization. Yeah, true. Identify key friction points, preventing customer conversion. Yes. Identify where marketing messages fail to convert users. Yeah. So much better. Cost saving and risk mitigation. Identify and address inefficiencies in the product. Oh my gosh, this is so much better. I didn't get this project, and now like I kind of see why. Identify how we can outperform competitors. Validate. I don't like this word. I always say evaluate instead of validate, but I can only train ChatGPT so much before it ignores me. Key product and marketing decisions, right? So here we go. Help me rewrite specific sections of your proposal. Yes, that would be my next step. So yeah, as we can see, like the more broad one obviously gives you a more broad output. And so if you do put something in, it can help you to reframe even better. But I hope this helps you understand, like this is something I use every single day. Wish I used in this research proposal. But I use these things every single day to help me refine and iterate and make things better and also be more efficient because like I can't always see my blind spots. I've been doing this for a really long time, but I can't always know exactly what I have messed up. So I hope that gives you some context into how easy it actually is to copy and paste this information to make your workflow more effective and efficient and to give you like insights into things that you might not even be thinking about yourself. Like that is what AI is here for. And that gives me the chance. So like I could have made that so much better and probably won a client. Like that's huge. Like I missed out on, thousands of pounds because I did not frame that properly, which now I'm kicking myself for. So hey, real time learning right there. So I hope that that showcases like how helpful this kind of prompt library can be in just taking away the blank page, helping you with refining things, pointing out things that you're missing, and really just like being a thought partner, a brainstorming partner, and pushing you into that next level in terms of, going through more strategic research and freeing up time for you to like really think, get creative, and do some really awesome and value-driven research. So yeah, I hope that that's helpful context, and please let me know if you have any questions. Look forward to how much you enjoyed the library. Thanks.